Okay, so this is a little bonus. Okay, this is a little bonus. About to get out of here. This is a little bonus, right? I want to talk about the metaverse. Okay, now I know I came on Instagram and I spoke to everybody and told them about being careful with certain information. But this information, it doesn't matter. I can say it because everyone's going to get into the metaverse. Okay? I highly advise everyone to get involved in the metaverse up front, in the beginning. If you are a social media personality or anybody of that nature, anybody that makes money on social media, the metaverse is a very good opportunity for you. For all of you all. Get involved in the metaverse. There's opportunities in the metaverse to buy properties, um, cyberspace property, I guess you can call it, this, that, the third. All of this NTF stuff going on and all of that stuff. Those are great opportunities for you all. I advise you, if you're a personality on the media, I advise you to get into that ASAP. Don't wait. But you have to know when to jump out that shit. Because there will come a point in time when the metaverse is going to require your neural connection. The metaverse is eventually going to require a neural connection, a neural connection, a neural connection, a neural connection. When it does, you don't want to do that. Get in, make the money that you can make, get out. That's my advice to you all. Some of you all can become rich. You can do it quickly. But be careful because the white boys is watching everybody that's getting involved in all of these new techs, all of this new currency and all of these things. And a lot of people think that they can just jump into this stuff and get rich quick. No, no, no. The white boy will not allow that. He's paying close attention. Okay? The markets are being heavily manipulated by artificial intelligence. The stock markets, the cyber money markets, all of these markets, are being heavily manipulated by the artificial intelligence robot Aladdin. It knows a nigga from a white boy. It knows a nigga from an Indian. It knows a nigga from a Chinese person. It knows niggas. When you niggas invest, do understand that the artificial intelligence is well aware that you niggas is investing. Be careful. There's no easy way going into the future for niggas. Just like there was no easy way for us in the past. Many of you need to understand that you may get up for a while as a nigga, bandwagoning, kissing white people ass, doing this and doing that. Don't get me wrong. Carry about business etiquette. And be mindful that I'm not speaking of the entire Caucasian race, because there are a lot of, like I said, I know some Caucasians personally that really did me some favors in the past, and they were really good men. And I've met some very, very good Caucasian women. Oh, I have. But the majority of them will attempt to put a halt on your progress. Not all of them are compassionate towards us Negroes. In fact, the majority of them aren't. So you all just have to be careful. But that metaverse thing there is going to be good money for you all. Get involved in it. Okay, and do what you have to do, and be creative and do what you have to do real quick, fast, to make yourself a nice buck. and then go about your way. But don't get carried away and don't get greedy, because as it advances, as the advancement comes, as the advancements come, these advancements are going to require neuroconnective technology. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get into the metaverse once it gets to a certain level. You're going to have to connect to it neurally. That's a problem. Okay? Now I'm warning y'all. Many of you all will not take this advice. Many of you all will not take heed, but you had better. Okay? And the other thing, I think I covered that. But this is just a little bonus right here. Also, I do, like I told you all, I still have many more messages to come, okay? It's really time consuming, these messages. This one tonight, it wasn't that deep. But I have others that are really deep, like the Joneses and the Garden, right? These are messages that I promised Christ I was going to get out before the 1st. And I don't know if I'm going to meet the deadline, because the Garden is a very, very technical message. I was studying the Garden today, which took me so long I said, I'm not going to be able to do the Garden today. But this was one of the messages that was on the list, but this was one of the easier ones. I have a couple of the easier ones that I can probably drop today or whatever, tomorrow or whatever, maybe Tuesday or whatever. But I have more technical messages like the Joneses. Well, the Joneses is not really that bad. More so the Joneses is just long. And I have a message called The Garden, which is extremely technical, and it's taken a lot of research. Okay? I also have a message coming called Death Warrant, which is probably the best message that I've told this year. But it's taken me a while, because I have other things to do as well. I got family, I got, my mom has her own place, my aunt has her own place, my wife and kids. Everybody's got their place separate. Why? Because they all can't live under the same roof. So in order to not be chaotic, I had to make sure they all had their own separate roof. Okay? So you may see me make the message here, you may see me make it there, you may see me there. Just like the other night, message I made, I was at the place where my aunt resides, and as I tell you all, I make sure she's good. So, you know what I'm saying? The slightest thing, like what I do, I knocked over something the other night or something. She didn't know what was going on. So I got to make sure I'm dealing with these people, and I got to do some catching up with my daughter. And then on top of that, I just have other little business that I need to stay on top of as well, along with bringing you these messages. So no, nobody's not trying to bring out a message. No, nobody's not bringing out a message for any specific reason. No, not at all. I have to get to these messages when I can get to them. I have to get to everything when I can get to it. Okay? So I really want to try to get that message, The Garden and Death Warrant, out to you all before this week is out. I'm hoping that I can do that. But intermediate, I have about 2 or 3 more small messages that won't take much. I can do them intermediately while I'm still researching those larger, more technical messages. So hopefully I can get this done this week. I need to do all this to the New Year's. If I don't keep my promise, then I might be in trouble. So, shalom, everybody stay cool, man. Everybody stay strong. And, it's some dark times coming. And this information is for you all so that hopefully you can have some insight on how to survive in these dark times. Shalom.